DWNProductions.net. Masks, busts, props, custom work. If you need something made like a mask, bust, prop, or something in that area, hit me up. DWNProductions.net.
FastCustomShirts.com. Shirts, shirts, shirts. Just a whole lot of shirts. But if you need custom work, I do that as well. Just send me an email, fastcustomshirts@gmail.com. I watched the Shudder original Late Night with the Devil. At least I think it's a Shudder original. I watched it on Shudder. This is about a guy that has a late night talk show, Tom. You know, one of them little shows where they bring on celebrities or, you know, kind of weird people to talk and be entertaining, late night stuff. And he was great, man. But he wasn't as good as Carson. And that always bothered him. He always wanted to be number one, you know, and he's on top of the world. They're showing, he's second on top of the world because Carson's there. And then they make a little reference like, oh, yeah, he would go to this rich elite thing. And they say they were a cult or something, you know. So that kind of tells you some shit that's going to go on later. They kind of like fucking tell you why everything's going to go on. But anyway, his wife dies and he's all depressed and takes a sabbatical from the show. Then he comes back for a Halloween special. You know, it's the thing he would do every year. Get some spooky guests on, you know, and he gets a psychic dude. And that guy's doing his, what was that guy's name that would be on the Sci-Fi Channel? Oh, I'm getting a sense here. Is there a Gertrude?
John Edwards.
John Edwards, yeah, crossing over with John. So he's doing that shit, you know. And then all of a sudden he gets like a real freak out, you know, some real shit's going on. Oh, Manuelo, you know. And then whatever, they take him off to the hospital. He dies on the way. Then they bring this other guy that's like a hypnotist, like a Kreskin type guy, you know. And he's like, he was part of this whole shit, but now he's a debunker, Tom. You know, doesn't believe in any of this. Thinks that anybody that does the whole Penn and Teller thing. Hey, if anybody can prove it, I got a check here for $100,000 for you. I think they do theirs at $1 million, but I don't even think they got $1 million anymore. You know, those guys ain't done shit in a while. They were in My Chauffeur. After seeing them in that, they should have really gone nowhere and done anything because that movie fucking sucked, and they sucked in it. But yeah. So anyway, there's this lady that comes on, and she's got a kid that was part of a devil cult. And maybe she's possessed. Maybe she's not, because that debunker doesn't think so. The movie, it starts out great, man. The whole setup is good. The look of the show is really good. The main guy that's the talk show host dude, he's fucking outstanding. And then the last fucking, what do they call it? The final act is what these pricks usually say. The final act of the film, it all goes to shit, you know, and the girl's like all possessed and stuff. Because it turns like some digital effects, you know. It looks like garbage, and it's just very anticlimactic, you know. This guy, part of the reason this shit's happening to him this night is because he made a deal, Tom. A deal with Hollywood to get his butt fucked. No, with the devil. Butt fucked. And yeah, you know, you're never going to win out on that deal.
Unless you play guitar very well.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, it was great, and then it was very disappointing. A lot of movies been doing that to me. You know, they got this build up and then they go nowhere. Or they do something that just pisses me off, and it's like, fuck, you know, you fucked it up. Not only that, but you wasted my time again. Fucking hate doing a movie podcast.